Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me today, and a big huge thank you to all my subscribers and for you guys watching this video out there. Hit the like and subscribe buttons, all the good stuff there. Thank you very much for doing that. And can you believe it, we're already in September. So first off, I want to say I hope that you're all safe and well out there wherever you're watching this in the world, and I hope that you and your loved ones are safe during these very strange times. Anyway, today I'm going to do a little video, and I won't keep it too long, but I will say I hope that you enjoy it, because it's something I very rarely do. And when I say rarely do, it's things that I don't normally run on the layout, because obviously I tried to keep my layout very early 1960s, 1961 onward on the eastern region. So these are things that normally you wouldn't see running on the layout, but I thought I'd just get them out of the box today, liberate them from their packing, and getting going on the layout today, and I hope that you enjoy. Anyway, scouting through YouTube on a lot of railway related stuff, Class 40 Loco 4145 I believe, has been out and about on the main line in the real railway, not the model form. Well, I suppose it could be model form, you never know, but on the real full size railway, the Class 40 Loco, as I mentioned, 4145, has been out and about near the Crewe area. So I thought I'd dig out my Class 40 in British Railways blue, and I was going to sell this model on eBay a while ago, but I thought, you know what, no, I actually like it. There's something about the BR blue livery, the sort of 1967 onward 68 livery that British Railways applied to their locos and rolling stock. And anyway, here she comes now, just powering up through the tunnel. She's going to come through the station in a moment. This model is about 10 years plus old, so it's quite an old Bachmann model. It's not their latest retooling of the Class 40 loco, but for some reason I love this loco. Here she comes. And this is the loco that, with the aid of an airbrush, I glossed with some varnish, some Humvee clear varnish product, to give it that X-Works condition. I do like her, she's lovely. And this is the model that's based upon a couple of the Class 40s that had their tanks underneath the chassis removed. And these were only used really for steam heating during the days of steam, when the trains were steam heated, but later on British Railways removed them in the workshops, and some of them had their tanks removed. It was purely for the water. So this one comes without tanks underneath the chassis, as you can see there. I'll bring the camera over and you can see. Let's go the other side, shall we? There we are. So there's my Class 40 loco in British Railways blue. As I said, it doesn't often come out in the layout because this is not a British Railways blue livery layout, so that's why you won't see that. Anyway, let's see what comes up next. So the next model we're going to look at gives you a clue. It's a Hornby model, and I just wanted to bring some recognition that obviously this is the 100 years of Hornby this year. And the Hornby magazine that you can see in front is a special edition. I don't normally buy these magazines because you end up collecting too much of them and they pile up all over the place, so I don't normally buy these, but I had to buy this month's one because it's a special edition and you get the free poster inside. So if you see one in your local news agents or WH Smiths or wherever you can get them, try and get one, because they are pretty cool, and there's some nice articles in there as well. Anyway, speaking of Hornby, the Margate works as it used to be, where everything Hornby was manufactured before 2000. Hornby was legendary for turning out some amazing models. And speaking of amazing models, here's another model that you don't often see on the layout, or my layout, and it doesn't really get that much focus on the channel because it's a modern image model. But I'm proudly going to show you my Margate Hornby Class 58, and there she goes in the tunnel. I'll just walk back down the other side of the layout, get her to come round. And it's shot here. Here she comes. It's quite a superb model, you know, class 58. As you can see, running quite well. Just notch down the speed slightly. And for a model that's quite old, she doesn't run too badly. And this particular model, 58001, which came with the Hornby Midnight Freight set. If you remember back in the day, that was an amazing set, wasn't it? Which Hornby released with. It was good because it's a complete operation. It had a good shed, loads of wagons, and also this wonderful class 58 Margate made loco. And my example that I've got here came off eBay as a single loco, and I've given her a little bit of a repaint and some TLC. As you can see, she runs not too badly. So there's the class 58. Okay, next up is another Hornby item that you don't see, but hopefully you're going to see much more of in future videos, because I've laid the old London Underground fourth rail. It allows me to get away with running EMUs properly, and this is no exception. Making her way through the station. There she comes. It's the Hornby 2 car, 2 how. And again, another splendid model that I've hardly ever run. But she does look the part now, certainly with the conductor rails laid. Gives the impression of juice rails. Making her way on the suburban service. Really lovely model from Hornby. I love the look of these things, because obviously it's a Southern Rail unit, but it's the colour of the paint used. It really is a beautiful finished model. The actual model I want to get in time, gonna have to save a lot of pennies for it, maybe hopefully get it for Christmas maybe, is the Bachmann 4 SEP 4-car unit, the class 411 I believe. It's absolutely stunning, and that's on my wish list. But this is nice as well. I quite like the 2 bill, but the 2 how is quite nice as well, as you can see. I think the only downside of this model that I would say, thumbs down wise, is that, again, I've done a review on this, but just to quickly mention again, is that they could have made this model illuminated, at least with directional lighting at the front and the tail lights, or tail light at the rear, with the blind or something in the middle going red for tail lights, and illuminate the front for the head code. And they could have put some internal lighting that lights up, but never mind. It's still a very fine model, and those of you out there that have got one of these will definitely agree that they are quite nice models. Mine's DC, as you know, but she works alright. Anyway, let's get on with the next part of the video. And this is your opportunity to go and make a cup of tea or to have a P&R. See you in a bit. Okay, hope you've all got yourself something to drink and getting comfortable again. So here we are, here's another model that you don't often see me running, and it's this. It's from Heljan or Heljan, however you want to pronounce it. DP2. And that is a really nice model. This is the prototype, or was the prototype, for the Class 55 Deltics. And she's a lovely model. Beautiful. Okay, so while we leave the DP2 quite happily running around the layout, because she's really happy to be out of the box for once, I want to show you something that I haven't shown you guys yet, and I've been working on, and it wasn't in the last video, that's for sure. And what I've done now, you'll notice the 1938 stock, the Motorised Fork I've got, is sitting in its own dedicated siding now. This was formerly a goods and shunt siding, which is going to be still in use as that purpose, but what I've now done is birthed the 1938 Fork car in that siding there, and I've actually laid the appropriate juice rails to go with it. So if I just move this train out of the way and get it onto the main, and I can show you. Let's do a mainline shunt move. That's it. Right, get out of the way. Now, if we come along off the main line onto the goods depot spur, as it were. So if I stand up, it's easier actually. Right. As you can see, where's my pointy device? Let me get my pointy device for you. Pointy device at the ready. So what I've done here is just laid and painted some more conductor rails here. Obviously put the centre one in as well, to make it sure that it's LT, not southern region. And then following it round, it comes in, if I pan the camera round, and then we go up this reception road, and then it goes all the way along, stops short of the uncoupling ramp, and then the other side of it, got a little bit there, and then we've got a bit of juice rail down to the end there. And what I've done accordingly, I've slightly weathered this section down the end, so it looks as though it hasn't been overly used. Added some rust just underneath the buffer stops there, and obviously with the juice rail, I've made it look a little bit worn or rusty, so it doesn't get used that much. But now we've got the 38 burst in there all the time, at least we've got proper juice rail for it to sit on. And well, I say proper juice rail, obviously in real life it doesn't work, it's just cosmetic. But the idea is now, at least we can have either the 38 or the Met Bobo come in, or even the 2-how for future reference. We can put EMUs in this siding now. It's basically an EMU siding, and the rest of the goods depot is plain track as normal. So there we are, that's that bit I've done. Okay, let's find something nice for us to look at next. See you in a moment. Okay, next up we've got the Metropolitan Bobo 20, which normally you do see out, but I've got these nice, these are about 1980 onwards, Hornby clerestory coaches. I've got 2 of these, coupled up to number 20, and they make for a nice little rake there. Like I said, these are the old Margate made Hornby ones, and these are quite rare. And the clerestory part of the roof, the raised bit on the prototype, would have had gas lamps in there, and they're quite nicely modelled on these coaches. I've got some more of these. I've got these in like a rhubarb and custard livery, or not rhubarb and custard. I think it's they're crimson and white. I think they came with the a set. I think it was the Eastern Region set of some sort. It came with a B12 logo, I believe, anyway. But the point of the story is, or the point of the video is, I've got these hooked up to the Met 20, and on the other track, hooked up to the DP2, we've got these nice Mark 1 Eastern Region coaches. These are the proper Eastern Region ones from Hornby, and we're going to get those going in a minute. We should run some trains. Alright, here's a nice loco coming round now. This is a Lima Class 52 Western Gladiator. Again, quite a very old model now, but again, she's given loads of TLC, and she's also had a custom gloss finish with the old Humbrol Clear product via an airbrush and some paintbrush work as well. And she is in my top collection. And apart from the Daypole up-to-date version of this really is a lovely model. I think so anyway. And what I've always loved about the Lima version of this Western is the fact that their bogies are spot on in terms of appearance and detail and colouring. It's brilliant. For some reason, the Hornby Class 52 Western that was released sort of about 1978, 79ish, I didn't like the bogies on them, but these are spot on. That looks the business, doesn't it? Storming round the layout, a rake of Eastern Region Mark 1s. Or the Class 52 Western in charge. Look at that. Saturday afternoon in my house. The other half of my little girl have gone to get her hair done. Both of them together, like 2 girls that they are. And I've got a house to myself playing trains. There we are. Sorry for the interruption there, that was the Amazon man. How dare he? How dare he ruin my Saturday trails? Brilliant. I say it again, I've said it before. If it wasn't for the hobby and the wonderful hobby that we share as model railway enthusiasts and makers and builders, this is really what's helped us. One of the things I think has helped us through the COVID. Having something to run, something to build, something to put your time and passion into. So let's keep on doing what we do the best. Okay everybody, well thank you very much for watching today, and I hope you've enjoyed the few trains that I've run. I've done my best to run the majority of the models that I never ever hardly run, or if not I do run them very rarely. So here's the last one. This is a Bachmann Class 47 Thor in two-tone British Railways green livery. Taking those Mark 1s through the layout. I must admit I've been a bit biased today. It's mainly been about diesel and electric thrash. There's been hardly any steam running, if not at all. So apologies for all you steam loco fans. I'll promise I'll do some steam in the next video. But I am primarily a steam man. I don't mind diesel, I don't mind electric units, but if you ask me to make a choice, it would always be steam hands down. But I just feel that I never ever do any videos hardly with any diesel stuff running on the layout, because you always normally see underground stuff and that's it, but you don't hardly see things like this. So for those of you at home, I hope you enjoy it. It's a glorious day outside. As you can see, the sun shining across the layout there. It looks quite nice. Saves me having to use the house lights too much. Use natural light. Well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, wherever you are in the world. Have a great day. Thanks for watching my railway today. Please do try and stay safe as best you can to you and your families. Stay strong, take care, and I will see you in the next model railway video. Bye bye now.